Good evening, everyone. Again, it's at nighttime, and you're with the Lincoln Lunatic. You know, the Lunatic at night, or on the road for the Lunatic at night, as I'm calling it right now, so I get everything scheduled up, or everything formatted up and looking professional kind of deal. So, I hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving. You know, I hope you're all a pant size larger now. I know I am. Hope you all enjoyed your Black Friday shopping. I hope you got everything you needed and actually purchased a few things you positively, wanted. I know I did. I finally got my 6-foot tripod I've been looking at, so I'm no longer Jenga boxes up and putting my camera on top of it. So that's great. I got that going for me. In fact, I had 2 days off, being Thursday, Friday, so that was great. It gave me some extra time to do some writing. I didn't actually write out. I went over some of my older jokes and started trying to tune them up a little bit more, and had that going. So Friday and Thursday, my 2 days off, I had those planned out. I had plans I absolutely wanted to do. Like I wanted to go down to the Haymarket, I wanted to go out to the train station, see that old train, just hang out down there like I normally do on my days off, and walk on back, maybe hit some Russ's Marketplace, cook something interesting, make a video or something. But I couldn't. I was tired both days, Thursday and Friday. I slept till like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. I did not realize I was, that tired. So, but I did that. It was good days. I got some much needed sleep, did a little tune up. I'm working on getting the studio here, or my studio up and going kind of deal. So this episode here won't have very many pictures. I do know last week I threw up the my little surprise. I got dropped into my lap all of a sudden. I went through my apartment. I didn't find no more drugs. One thing that did happen to me this week, and I still got the glass in my foot from it, was the other night got done writing, having a couple of beers, and then I got done writing upstairs and started getting ready for bed. I come downstairs, and I got my beers all stacked up, and I start pouring myself a little shot. I'm going to pour that and mix it with some Coke and enjoy that. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I channeled the ghosts of the Three Stooges for all I know. But I set my whiskey bottle down. I started pouring the Coke in, the Coca-Cola, let's put it that way. Started pouring the Coca-Cola with my whiskey, and all of a sudden my whiskey bottle falls down, hits all my glass bottles, and they all just one by one fall into the sink. And now I got 1 sink, 2 sink, and they just fell over into it. I think out of 6 bottles, 4 of them shattered out. I got glass in the sink, I had the glass on the floor, and I'm barefoot. I'm like, son of a bitch. There goes my drunk. Tell you that much. Oh my God, I was like John McCain. I'm like, ugh. I had to go upstairs and pull glass out of my feet. And then I had to come back downstairs. I had to pull the drain pipes off my sink, empty all the glass out of the one sink, and then my garbage disposal. I had to empty all the glass out of my garbage disposal so I didn't have to pay for a new one. Oh, Jim Carrey couldn't have done a much better rendition than what I did. All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to tell you a joke here that I've been working on. This one I've been trying to tune up a little bit. It's an older joke. I wrote it at the beginning of the year, right when the trade war kicked off. Or was it the trade war at the beginning of this year or the ending of last year? I couldn't tell you. I did wrote it at the turn of the year though. So probably hasn't aged too well, but it's what I'm working on right now. So I'll give this here to you. Let you give the touch up on it and see what you think. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully I can run this a little better. But alright, the trade war. Therefore, a little bit, we are in some kind of a passive-aggressive Cold War of China. First, there was the trade war with China, and they replied with the virus. The virus that I'm speaking of is the one that we all know and love right now, that COVID-19. Hey, China, it's supposed to be between, us and you, all right? No reason to get the rest of the world involved in it, all right? There was no reason to give the entire world a virus over the trade war. And if that wasn't enough, they decided to double down and send in some murder hornets. Like, are you serious? I mean, I want to see, now that the murder hornets are here, I want to see murder hornets versus some killer bees, all right? I want to see who would win out on this one. You got the man-made killer bees who are aggressive as hell, and they actually stalk you back. So I kind of wonder how that would turn out. But that's a death battle for 2021. So what I think we need to do to get back at China is go down to Florida, go down to Texas, gather up some of them feral hogs and ship them over to China, alright? Let them feral hogs destroy their farmland, their crops, alright, and all that. Because, you know, look how rooted down they are. Look how fast they breed. You see those murder horns? Boy, oh China, we got feral hogs. And we don't just got feral hogs. Florida has an abundance of invasive species, you know, and snakes from all the pet stores that the exotic animals broke out back during the hurricanes. Yeah. Send them some giant snakes. And while we're at it, they send us murder hornets. I bet Texas got some overflow of killer bees we can send back to China. You know what I'm saying? The gift of killer bees is a gift that keeps on giving. Because unlike just like the European bees, killer bees can survive a winter. So yeah, the only problem to sending China, you know, feral hogs, giant snakes, and killer bees is they eat everything. So yeah, killer bee delicacy. Goes great with honey. Like, that's the only drawback I can think of sending these things over there. They'll just eat them. I mean, somebody ate a bat and look where we're at. So, only Ozzy Osbourne, the King of Darkness, can get away with eating a bat and not starting a pandemic. Who would have thought The Walking Dead started out with somebody eating a bat? And I know the logistics of how COVID-19 came to be. I just think my way's funnier. So, that's a little what I've been working with. Hopefully as time goes on and I start getting more days off, I'll be able to write more and start working on new material versus tuning up my old stuff. So I don't think car stories at the auto parts store would bring in a lot of people. But I'll be getting onto that later. But anyway, I want you all to have a good night. Enjoy your holidays. We've got Christmas and Christmas Eve coming up. We've got the New Year's coming up, so you enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas. Thanks, and I'm glad you had a happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe, everybody. You have a good night. See you next Sunday. Thanks for listening to the Lunatic Rant.